What if I told you to look like this? You don't have to go to the gym 6 times a week, you don't have to track a single bite of food, and your whole life doesn't have to revolve around fitness. This program is meant for busy guys who want to build muscle and lose fat in the most efficient way possible. So whether you're a college student or a busy professional, this video is perfect for you. Step 1. Your workouts. It doesn't matter if you train 2 or 6 times a week. You can make the same amount of progress. So to save you some time, I made you a program that lets you train 2, 3 or 4 times a week. It includes exercises, sets and reps. So if you want it, you can download it in the Telegram that's linked below. So each workout starts with a light warm-up, and this is really important because if you get injured, you can be out of the gym for like 4 months and you can lose all of your progress. So that's something you want to avoid at all costs. So your warm-up starts with some short walking or cycling, about 5 minutes. Take it easy, this is just meant to get the blood flowing. Then move on to some arm and leg swings to get some blood to your muscles. And then on each exercise, start by doing about 50% of your usual working weight. Then move up to about 70 to 75%. So if you're doing 100 pounds, start with 50, then without rest, move on to 75, take a little rest, then we move on to our working sets. During these sets, form should be your number one concern. You need to execute each exercise properly. So do what you have to do, ask other gym members or watch YouTube videos, but make sure your form is immaculate before adding a lot of weight. Otherwise, again, you will just injure yourself. After you mastered your form, it's time to start working extremely hard. You should remember, your muscles don't want to grow. They're absolutely fine like this, so you need to push them. Go close to failure on each and every set. And maybe even take some sets to failure, which means you cannot do any repetition with good form anymore. Also try to increase the amount of weight or reps you do every single week. And to track this, I would recommend downloading Rep Count. This app is super simple and it's free. It lets you track the amount of reps, weight and sets you did every single workout. So take 2 seconds after every set to track what you did, and this will be so worth it. And that's basically all your training sorted already. It can be this simple. And you probably already knew this. How many times did you watch a video like this already without taking action? I don't care if you're 14 or 40, it's time to stop putting it off and go to the gym, take action, because you can look good if you just put a little effort into it consistently. Now let's quickly go over what you need to eat. If you eat the right foods, you don't even need to track your calories. So for example, here's a full day of eating. For breakfast you can have Greek yogurt with berries and some dark chocolate chunks. For lunch you can have a sandwich with some chicken breast, red bell pepper, lettuce and low-fat mayo. For dinner you can have something like vegetables, meat, rice and a protein chocolate mousse for dessert. For snacks you can have a protein shake, a handful of nuts or some fruits. This is an example of a well-balanced high protein diet. So now let me show you how you can build your own high protein well-balanced meals. And this is all so simple. I have made you a meal builder, which is in the same document as your workouts. So this is about how you can build a meal. Fill a quarter of your plate with protein. Protein is found in something like beef, chicken or eggs. Protein is the nutrient that helps your muscles recover and grow after a workout. And it will keep you full for longer. You're going to fill another quarter with carbs. This can be something like potatoes, rice or bread. Carbs provide energy for your workouts. And fill the rest of your plate with vegetables. These will keep you full for longer and they will keep your digestive system really healthy. Now I know you aren't going to eat vegetables for breakfast, so there's a separate breakfast section in your meal builder. And finally, add about a thumb size of healthy fat. This can be something like avocado, nuts, butter, olive oil, something like this. You need fats for your hormones, like testosterone, for example. But usually, you already baked your vegetables or your meat in olive oil or butter, so there will be no need to add it anymore. And if you feel like dessert, I would go for something like a high protein, low calorie chocolate mousse. Or you can go for something like fruits with dark chocolate or yogurt with fruits. Just try to avoid the real sugary desserts like milkshakes, donuts and cakes. This is your nutrition part almost done. The only thing I would recommend is taking creatine. Now with creatine, this is one of the safest and most researched supplements out there, and it should be safe for healthy adults. So I would always recommend discussing with a doctor, but it should be safe. And it's really worth it. It's one of the most effective muscle building supplements out there. I myself take it and I've never had any adverse side effects. Okay, cool. Now you should remember, this program isn't meant to be perfect, it's meant to be efficient. It's meant to be as time efficient as possible to give you the most results with the least headache. So, what you're going to do is take progress pictures every single week and weigh yourself every single week. This way you can still see if you're progressing without obsessing over it. Now, if you aren't making progress anymore, you might want to adjust your portion sizes according to your goal. Let me explain. If you're trying to gain weight and you aren't gaining weight after a few weeks, you want to eat a little more protein and a little more fat. And if you want to lose weight but you aren't losing weight, I would recommend cutting back on the carbs a little bit. So eating a little less rice, potatoes, bread. If this is too complex for you and you don't know why you aren't making any progress, leave a comment and I will help you out. And usually one of the main problems is sleep. If you don't sleep enough, it's really hard to make gains because your muscles recover in your sleep. So you need about 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. And if it's hard for you to fall asleep, start off by cutting out all caffeine at the end of the day. So stop drinking caffeine at about 3 p.m. And put your phone away earlier at night. Another habit you shouldn't skip is walking as much as you can. I would say 7 to 10,000 steps is a great goal, but generally just try to walk as much as you can. Park a little further, take the stairs instead of the elevator. These will all help you get more steps, which will help you lose weight faster, which will improve your mood. There are only benefits, so just walk more. Also keep a bottle of water on you at all times, just don't let yourself get thirsty. If you aren't hydrated, you will lose motivation and focus, you will feel tired and you'll be weaker in the gym. And of course you will have headaches. And speaking of headaches, this was the simplest way to build muscle without a headache. Literally, this is all you need to do. Now, join the Telegram, pick up your workout plan and your meal builder. And if you ever stop making progress, or if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I will help you out.